Okay, here we go. Hey YouTube, I'm Sarah. Tonight I'm here with Valdo and Victoria. We're gonna talk about timing. Okay, this is not a class, just a free conversation. We just introduced ourselves, and I'm gonna start with the second question. Okay. So just a sec. I always listen to myself on YouTube, I don't know why, but the second question. In your opinion, does timing matters? In other words, is there a right moment to do things? Do you think so, guys? Ivaldo, what do you think?
For me, yes. In my opinion, the timing is a big gift of God for us. I guess that there is the best moment to do something. I think that I should follow my heart and the good teaching, especially from my parents, my mother, especially. That's it.
Yeah. Parents have great advice, right, for us. Sometimes we don't listen, but they
Yeah,
do.
repeat, please.
I said sometimes we don't listen to parents because we want to do
Yes.
other things, but they are wise to good.
Yes. My mother, for me, example, the teachings in my life because I learned for her, with her. My mother is dying, but the teachers in my life, all the moment in my mind. It is for me. It's very important. It's very strong for me too.
Yeah, that is true. She remains alive, right? In your
Yes.
mind, in your heart. That is very beautiful. I really like your expression. Thank you, Ivaldo.
Thank
And
you.
you, Vic, what do you think about this question?
Okay, so I agree with Ivaldo, even if I don't listen to my mom or to my dad, but it's okay. But I believe there is a right time, because imagine you are 15 and you want to get married. I don't believe it's a right time. I believe there is so many things to do and to live, so I don't believe it's a right time. And I believe everything has a right time.
Yeah, that is a great example because I was thinking, for example, oh, if I want to open a business or something like that, but also for the big decisions, I mean, a business is a big decision, but like for personal choices, you also need to decide to understand if it is a good moment for you. Yeah, I really like your perspective, Vicky. And I have to say that for me, it's also important because sometimes it's not about the decision itself. It is a good decision, but maybe not the time, not the moment for you to make that because there are a lot of reasons. It could be because of your environment or because of your financial conditions, your state of mind that sometimes is not the best for you to start something, So when we think about a project or about a huge decision, definitely timing matters because you should know if it is good for you, if you are in the right place to make that decision, or if you should wait more because you need to learn more things or you need to be around people who are going to help you. So you need to be more patient. You know, I think patience is the key. And when you talk about timing, we should talk about patience as well, because if you don't know how to wait, you're gonna do a lot of mistakes that you didn't need to, because you are in a hurry, and sometimes if you are like this, the things got messy, you know, in my life. That has happened sometimes. Some messy because of hurry, yeah. But let me go stay in this topic about timing. Okay, let me go to the next question, number 3. Can two people stay apart just because they are in different stages of life? Victoria, what do you think? Is it possible? Can you share about it?
Can you tell me what is stay apart?
Okay, stay apart, like separated. Okay, they are not together.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the mind of the person, you know, because if I'm in another stage of life, when you're in another stage of life, it's depending on how you respect me and how you respect my time, my process. You know, if you don't know how to respect it, okay. I believe it's more intelligent being like separated. But if both knows how to respect process, I don't know. I don't believe they just have to be apart.
Did you have you ever had this experience to be with a person in another stage of life?
Yeah. Yeah, but it didn't went well because I was too young and the other people too old, you know, so it's the extremely bad idea. So I don't know where my mind was, but yeah. I don't know if now it's happened, if it would be okay. Probably okay because I'm in another position. But yeah, in the past it was a big a little big mistake.
As a teenager, there are a lot of things, experiences like that, like to make wrong choices, to date the wrong person. It's kind
Yeah.
of in the package,
Yeah, but
unfortunately.
I was 13. It was a big mistake, a big mistake, you know. So I was supposed to be eating sand. I don't know. Yeah, I was too young, playing with toys. I don't know, not playing, not kissing someone or something like that. And older than me, you know. I was too young, so I don't know. Eating sand was better than kissing someone.
So this was a terrible person, because can you imagine? Worse than
Yeah, it
eating sand.
was. Yes, every kid eats sand. Every kid, you know.
Yeah, but 13 eating sand, I don't know, there is something wrong with this kid, with this
No,
teenager.
it's better than kissing someone that's really older than you. It's better.
Okay. I respect your position.
Yes,
Thanks
like
for sharing.
yeah.
Do you want to say something? Sorry.
No, no.
Okay. And you, Ivaldo, do you agree with Vicky?
Number 3,
Yeah.
the question. In my case, I believe no, that I believe that all the people learn and teach something with other people. I learn with my children, for example. I learn many things every day. I learn with my children. My daughter, she's 8 years old, but she learned many things to me, and I teach many things for her. In my opinion, two people is in stages, in different stages, learn and teach uns com os outros. I don't know. I don't remember English. One another. Other. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
I got your point. It is a good perspective because sometimes we only think about romantic relationships, but life in general is about being around people who are older, younger than you, and that is very true. We can learn from them, and maybe in our relationship, I have to agree with Vic because it is, for me, in my opinion, it's not the best move, especially if you are a teenager. If you are like 20 something years old, okay, it's less problematic. But if you are a teenager dating like a 40-year-old man or something like that, I don't think it is so nice because it could cause you some problems, some traumas, and but when we talk about stages, it's not only age, right? It's also, for example, you can be the same age as someone, but you are working, you are married, and this person is single, is studying or doing something completely different. So maybe it's like Vicky said as well. We can learn from this person and respect the phase. This person is studying, so she probably needs more time to be silent, to be in a place away from others. So you need to respect that moment. And the person who works probably wants to rest in the end of the day. So you kind of have to respect that as well. So maybe it's a matter of balance. You don't have to stay apart just because of this difference, but it's about the way, if this difference makes the treatment become a bad treatment, or the person start to say something hurtful for you because you don't see eye to eye, you don't have the same opinions. Sometimes it could cause some conflicts, and maybe it's a good reason to stay apart because of the conflicts, but not because of the different stages. It is complex, don't you think?
Yes, I agree.
So next question. Yeah, number 4. I believe this one is good as well. We can reflect about it. So can you read it, Ivaldo, number 4?
What's more important, when or how we do things? In my opinion, I think the process of doing something is more important because the person learning more, in my opinion. I don't know. For me, it's more important is the process, stages, step for step, stage for stage. I start in new project, for example, begin. I learn something. I learn with another person. Is more is very important step for step, because I see all the stages and the final project, for example. I see for back, I don't know in English. I see all the stages. I can see that I learn many things. Eu não sei se eu consegui expressar em inglês, mas eu penso que o processo é extremamente importante, porque eu consigo olhar todos os pontos e aprender com todos os pontos, passo a passo, estágio a estágio, sendo no caso, no mundo corporativo, sendo uma pessoa em nível sênior ou em nível júnior, por exemplo. That's it. Desculpa pelo português.
Não, português é nossa referência. No problem. We are here to practice the communication, not only English, okay? So if you need Portuguese to make yourself more comfortable, that's okay.
Okay.
English is a bonus. We say there is a bonus because we connect, we make friends, and in the process, English happens. We also put English here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ivaldo. And you, Vicky, what do you have to say?
Okay, I can choose one because when it's time, like that time is matter, like, you know, and how it's important, because if you are not doing the right way, I don't believe it's get well. So I believe both. I can't just imagine doing something in a bad moment, like in a wrong moment, or in a bad way, or in a wrong way. I believe to be everything okay, it should be like humble, you know. It's like when, how, everything. It's like everything should be okay, not in a good way.
But that's the perfect word, right? Usually there is something missing. Oh, it's a good moment, but I don't have enough money, I don't have enough knowledge. Something is like a piece of the puzzle is missing in the life. You know, I feel like that.
Yeah, but you're trying. So if you are trying, the percentage, I don't know, it's better than just not trying. Like if you're trying your best, doing your best, you know, I believe it's better than just, oh, okay, I don't matter how, I just go and when. I don't know. I like to plan everything, even if it doesn't work well. Of course, it isn't perfect, but I like to trying to play and, you know, make everything good.
Yeah, nice point. I have to say that I agree with Ivaldo. How? Because I cannot see myself like starting a project and feeling insecure about the content, you know, about the subject that I'm going to present. For example, presentation at college. I felt really nervous because sometimes the timing wasn't ideal. Like if you think about in first moments in the morning, you are not so, in my case, I wasn't so awake. I wasn't so inspired and motivated to make a presentation, but I had to. So the time when was not ideal for me, but I should be knowing that I was prepared for that presentation, or how to do that presentation. It made me feel better, you know. So I think I need that comfort about knowing what I'm doing, even with mistakes, of course, like you said. but if I prefer to be more comfortable about the content, about the presentation, then, oh, should I do it now? Because usually I overthink about, should I do it or not? So I prefer to do it, even it's after I think, oh, it wasn't the best moment, but I did it in the best way I could. And timing, I'm gonna adjust, I'm gonna try it again in another moment that is better. But at least I know that I did a good job, even though it wasn't perfect timing. So I need the security of knowing, okay, I did something nice, I did something good. That's my I don't know, that's how I feel about starting a project, about working, about things in general. So if you guys wanna add something to your answers, you can open your mic and say, okay, you don't have to only wait for me to say your name for the question. You can always add something. So let's move on to question number 5. Vicky, can you read this one?
Yes, of course. So, have you ever reconnected with someone from your past? Oh, thank God, no. Because I believe if the person in the past is because it isn't good, or I don't know, something is wrong. Because if the person was good or something was good, the person just continue in the present and the future. I don't believe the person just go and stay in the past. So if you're a good friend or a boyfriend and an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, or I don't know, whatever, is a person that was bad or do something bad, or so I don't know, just a bad situation, an awful situation. I believe if this person just turn a bad person and just stay in the past, I prefer just to stay in the past. Don't get to the future again or the present again or something like that. So no, I just leave the person there and don't care and move on.
But don't you believe people can change? Maybe become a better person in the present than home.
Yeah, they can, but away from me. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
depending on what they do. If it was a simple thing, it was there's I don't care. But if the person are really, really far from me, it's because something really, really, really bad happened. Like the person killed someone, the people are arrested, or something like that. Even if the person, oh my God, but the person is not more anymore in jail. I don't care. I don't care. Stay away from me. You're in jail. So, but if not this case or something like that, I don't mind. Just stay, be my friend. You know.
Yeah. Sometimes we can forgive, but not forget. So it's not so easy to see this person is a good person now. You still can remember about the hard thing, about the bad things that person did too. So yeah, I don't judge you. I was just curious about the far from me that you said. That is funny.
Yeah.
Rivaldo, what do you think?
The question is very hard for me. But as I said in another question, I always think of my mother. I think I am reconnected with her because many advices for me she left for me. In present, I like my wife too because we very reconnected. I don't know. I think my father, my mother, my wife, only.
Yeah. Do
That's it.
you remember like any situation with a person that you didn't speak and then you started speaking to this person again, like after a fight or something?
My mother, example of my mother, my mom. Uh, uh, my my mother is teaching for me before died. Ivaldo, respect the woman always. When I was single, my mother said, respect all the women, all the girls, because in the today I have a big respect for women, for example, because advising my mother. No, not only my mother, but interest the teaching she left for me, because my father respected my mother. Today I see example my parents having in my home before my marriage. Understand?
Yeah, perfectly.
That's it.
Beautiful example. I think that it's so nice when you have that at home, because if you enter a relationship, you also gonna be a good person. You're gonna take care of your wife, because you had a good example about how a marriage should be, right? If you see violence, for example, it would be violent as well, because that's how you learned. But if you saw some good examples, uh, caring, love, you're gonna do similar to that, because you learn from the best people. That is so nice. Ivaldo, thank you for sharing.
My mother, exactly word my mother said for me and my brothers, love your wife when married, when you married. I have for me very interesting, a very big teaching for me.
Yes. Can you imagine? Your mother sounds like she was an awesome person, very wise.
Yes.
Thank you for
Thank
sharing with us about her. I think, like you said, she is alive, right? In your thoughts, in your mind. So, yeah, that is very sensitive topic, but also something beautiful to think about. Mothers are something that make me emotional, this topic, because my mom is also amazing. But let me see the question. Yeah, I don't have the example to say about reconnecting with anybody. I'm not like a revengeful person. I don't hold grudge, like, oh, this person hurt me, I want to make them feel bad because of that. So I just move on. I think it is better if you continue to do your things, you forget about this person, then you will try to get something back. Oh, I want to make this person suffer or something like that. So I don't remember about reconnecting. That's probably because it didn't happen because if this person was in my life right now, I would say so, but I don't have an example to give. So, I think I'm gonna skip the next question. Let me go with question number 7. Have you ever started a project over? Like, have you ever started a project again? If so, what have you done differently? Ivaldo, do you have an experience like that?
I don't know. I already helped teens with their questions in my church. The question about the life, about the religion, about many things, because I am a profession, I don't know, teacher in religion teacher in my church, because this many teens come back for me many questions. I think it's very interesting because they came, I don't know English. Eles têm respeito, assim, eles gostam de sentar em uma mesa redonda e ouvir sobre diversas questões do mundo. Outro dia, one day, question for me. I respect, for example, Triângulo das Bermudas. O porquê do Triângulo das Bermudas. A explanation, articles, I read the articles about this. The airplane is lost in the moment em Triângulo das Bermudas. Enfim, eles trazem questões de diversos sobre diversos assuntos. Eu acho interessante porque são pessoas que querem aprender, querem conhecer alguma coisa. E mesmo que eu não saiba a respeito do que eles querem, eu tenho comigo, assim, conhecimento é valioso demais para deixar uma pessoa sem uma resposta. Eu vou procuro entender a respeito daquele assunto e tal, e depois explanation for the day. That's it.
That is nice. Teenagers have a lot of questions, so if you can help them with these doubts, it's amazing. Thank you so much. And you, Vicky?
So if I just start a project and it just fail, I give up. I don't try it again because I don't have patience, and I believe it's the how and when. I believe it's okay. It's not the right time, or I don't know. I just give up and okay, it's not for me. Let's try something else, and everything's okay. I just don't try again.
I see. But a project could be like different things, not only, for example, a business, but it could be like you try to pass an exam and you failed and have to try again. So maybe, do you have an experience like that?
No, I just give up. I just give up because I don't know. if I don't pass, it's because I'm not good enough to this thing. So I have to try another thing. So, okay, I'm not good enough for this, but I can be good enough for another thing.
I understand. There are people like for medical school, for example, they try more than 5 times to enter the medical school. So you wouldn't be one of these people.
No way. 5 years of my life? No, 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 no. Just try something else. Go to another school. It's better. It's better.
Yeah. Can have peace of mind and you don't feel like you are not enough because you are trying to put your skills in other places. So you are not, oh, I have to pass because that's the only thing that I have right now. Right.
Yeah, and don't waste your time.
Yeah. Time is precious.
Yeah, a
Sometimes
lot.
giving up is also okay, right?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, the only project that I can say that I had started over, it's like looking for jobs because whenever I need to leave my job or I was never fired, I just finished the time that I was supposed to do because it was an internship, so I wasn't fired. My contract finished, you know. So I had to start the project about finding a new job. So that project I have started a few times because you cannot say, oh, I'm not looking for a job anymore. Since I'm not rich, I don't have this option. So always, every time it is necessary, I try to look for something, you know, and it's always different because you are in a different moment in your life, you want different things, you are looking in things in a whole new way. Because, for example, I was in college and then I finished college, so things were different. We had the pandemic, so whenever I start with this project about applying for jobs, I feel different in my mindset and also in my behavior. You know, I think it is important to consider that you are not the same person as you were in the first time you tried that project. So if you consider, you don't think, oh, it was a waste of time. You think you learned something. It is better to be like that than thinking, oh my gosh, I just wasted my time. No, you learned. At least like that, you can feel happier about your choices and everything. So,
You said something good. I will try to think like that.
maybe,
Maybe it would be okay.
yeah. I would say not 6 years of my life doing the same thing, but maybe 1 year. It's not a waste of time. 2 years, not a waste of time. But 6, I don't know.
Oh, one time you can get it.
Yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings, you know, about this trying over and over the same things. But guys, we have 2 more minutes. We can stay with this room. I'd like us to answer the last question, number 12. Okay. Vicky, can you read this question and share your opinion?
Okay, so most that time decisions are a failure in time and not a failure in choice. Do you agree? Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Decisions are fail in time, not fail in choice. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know because you said something cool just now, so I don't know. In my mind, is like a fair in choice because I said if I don't can get something, I'm just give up. But you said something cool and make me think. So maybe it could be fair in time. I don't know. I'm confusing now.
That's the goal, you know. The more people confused here, it's the better. I get happier. I'm kidding, but you know, the emotions are usually like this. You participate, you
Yeah.
know. You think you have the answers, and then you find out you have not.
Yeah.
And you, Rivaldo,
I read the question. I don't understand very well. Most made decisions are a failure to timing and not failure in choice. Do you agree? I don't understand the question. Can you explanation for me in Português? Eu não entendi.
yeah, I'm gonna try to explain English, okay? But if you don't understand Portuguese, so it's like that. It's not the what you are gonna do. For example, you decide you wanna open a business. That is the choice, okay? It's not what, but when. So it was not. Não é como se você não pudesse abrir empresa, mas que não era o momento, okay? It was not the right time for you to make that decision, and not about the decision itself.
My opinion, I don't know. I don't know. I think there is the right moment for all the things, all the choice. I don't know. I don't think something now. That's it.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to think in some few minutes, right? Just a few minutes. There is some pressure to think fast. But don't worry, I agree with you. It is important to maybe wait for a little longer if you can, or if you need, for example, if you know there is a trend, that is something that is being successful right now, maybe you should hurry a little. If you are trying to sell something that in a few months, maybe it's not so popular, maybe you can try to have to do it faster, you know. But if it is something that doesn't depend on timing so much, maybe you can reflect more about your choice and try to adjust things. Yeah, that is good points. So everyone's back now. I would like to hear from you about the conversation. How was it, Jairo?
It was nice, very nice.
People, or Vicky said the last question made her a little bit confused. Did you guys answer this one?
No, we stopped it, I think, in the question number 7. I'm not sure, but I think it was number 7.
Yeah. Bruno?
Number 6.
6, yeah. We were discussing a lot.
Yeah. No problems. Would like to share something about this question? You or Bruno?
About what question?
Can be number 6.
6. Okay. Well, for me, I think I don't use my power totally, because on some moments we just live my life, and I think a lot about that. It's important we know the time to make something to make we need to do, and don't the we don't live the life continuing without your decision, you know. I think it's more important.
Good point. Thank you so much for sharing, Bruno. I was thinking that maybe sometimes we are worried about what and how, and we forget when, that is something that I was thinking during the conversation. And that is about timing as well. So I shared the survey. You are sick of listening to me to talk about it, but you know how it works. So go there and give your feedback. It is so important. And, okay, so number 8, just a quick answer. Question number 8. Ayla, can you answer this question?
Number 8.
Yeah.
What are some possible drawbacks of skipping faith? Oh my gosh, I think maybe some possible drawbacks. It's about if you skip phases, you can have difficulties in go ahead because I think it's the things could be getting more difficult, and if you skip something back, you maybe it's not possible to accomplish the finish because you don't good enough to finish because you skip back. I think it can be possible happen, especially when we are studying something, and it's important to have the experience step by step to go better and to get better and to accomplish your goals. So something like that.
Great example about learning. We cannot expect everything's going to happen so fast, right? So yeah, really enjoyed your answer. Thank you so much, Ayla. And everyone, thank you one more time for your time, one more time for being here with me and for everything. Okay, I hope to see you here more often. Valdo, Vic, thank you for the conversation here in the main room, and have a good week. See you soon, okay?